Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to another TEW2020 video. You join us today for our Dynamite go-home show on the road to the New Year Spectacular. Of course we'll have our next video be Lightning and then the pay-per-view itself. But looking forward to this one. Quite a few of the matches are pretty much obviously going to be set in stone from the Dynamite brand today, and I'm hoping the fact that we're going to have more people getting TV time, more people in the spotlight, makes for more exciting pay-per-view matches. So without further ado, we'll crack into another episode of Wednesday Night Dynamite. So we're at the Blue Cross Arena. We're in Rochester, New York, and we are at the home of Sir Brodie Lee. Let's go through the pre-show matches. I had Will Hobbs defeat Matt Sydal in 9:26 by pinfall. We actually had to make Matt Sydal dominate this match, but wanted to keep Will Hobbs' unbeaten record intact, so he picks up the win in a 34 rated matchup, so that horribly penalised it. We had Anna Jay in action as she defeated Tay Conti in 7:53 by pinfall. This was a 35. They don't know each other in this, so they're not besties, but a great reaction and rating for the old school heel gimmick of Tay Conti. Of course, she's on that handshake deal. We don't know if we are going to permanently sign her, but a good victory there. And Anna Jay with a 38 performance. We had Shotzi Blackheart defeat Charlie Evans in 7:28 with Fright Night. Just a 27 here. Shotzi off her game, of course. Both ladies not particularly over in the save at the moment. And we had Lance Archer throw Marco Stunt about and defeats him in 4:36. When he finally takes pity on him and takes the pinfall after the blackout. 54 with Lance Archer getting a 64 performance. We also had Tenille Dashwood defeat Zoe Lucas in 8:41 with a fast roll-up. Out of nowhere, confuses Lucas, and she picks up a win in a 36 rated matchup. What I tended to notice as well on the pre-show matches, we don't have many baby faces that I can put people over with. That's quite worrying, so we might see some more male baby faces making their way to Dynamite on the handshake deal, which meant we had the Dark Order defeat Austin Creed and Sonny Kiss because they were the only two left. In 10:05, when Stu Grayson pinned Sonny Kiss with a pump handle pile driver. 56 here, all good performances. Sonny obviously still to get over with the US audience. So we start the show with our three title contestants, combatants, whichever you wish to call it, for our matchup at the New Year's Spectacular. We have the champion Pac plead his case of how he's going to retain his championship, and that these two nobodies better not disrespect him and take him lightly. Cody says basically he's going to do whatever it takes to become champion. This is his one opportunity. He cannot let this slip through his fingers. And MJF says, well, you're all going into this on your own. I've got backup if need be, and if Cody thinks he's going to do anything, times that by two, and you've got what MJF is going to do. He's going to walk out as one of the youngest world champions of all time. 100 rated segment, perfect. Cannot wait till these three go at it on Saturday. Opening contest of the evening saw the recruitment specialists John Silver and Alex Reynolds defeat the Strong Hearts, El Lindemann and T-Hawk, and 7:40 when Reynolds pinned El Lindemann. This was just a 28, just trying to get Reynolds and Silver over. They're not over in this save. Obviously Alex had a long-term injury, and the Strong Hearts were the first in a line of a push for the specialists. We then had a backstage segment where Brodie Lee basically says, "This is my home area. Silver especially, do not fuck this up. But let's make sure we keep doing what we're doing. We're on a great run of victories. Obviously Darby's not here at the moment. He's got his own stuff to deal with. But the Dark Order is getting stronger and stronger. Darby's got a championship. Priscilla and Abaddon are chasing a championship. Me and Anna Jay will win the mixed championship. And maybe one day Silver, Reynolds, or even Uno and Grayson can win the tag championship. So this is going to be making everyone in the Dark Order's lives better. A 47, because obviously Sir Brodie's overness far surpasses the rest of the groups. Next up, we had good wrestling and a decent reaction from our crowd as the Hangman defeated Laredo Kid in 8:13 with the Adam's Apple, a 72, a 52 for Laredo Kid, and a 95 for Hangman Page, whose performance stood out to be good. On the promo side of things, we had Joe on the Titantron, and he says, "Oh, it was nice of you to pay me a little visit, Hangman. Well, I've been speaking to matchmaker Mick Foley, and it is going to give me great pleasure this Saturday night to put the Hangman to sleep. So, be ready, Adam. You're going to get one hell of a beating." So, 65 there, as we confirm Hangman Page versus Samoa Joe for the New Year Spectacular. With a terrible matchup, we saw Eddie Kingston defeat Joey Janela in 7:43 with a sliding D. 56. Simple win, giving Eddie Kingston a good win on national television. Cuts a promo on Brandon and cuts a promo on the Bucks, basically saying, "Well, Brandon, looks like your boys don't have time for you. Where are they?" That's right, they're preparing for a match later tonight. But rest assured, Cutler, if they even turn up on Saturday, myself, Luster, Peter Avalon, we're just going to beat them down like we beat you down. So get ready for another beating on a bigger stage. So a 45 promo from Brandon Cutler. Then had Prince Devitt come down to do colour commentary for the next matchup, which you can imagine has Darby Allin involved. So that's a 73. And it was an abysmal matchup that saw Darby Allin pick up a victory over TK Cooper in 6:53 with the coffin drop. A 60, so it was a match just to let Darby Allin look good, which the performance stood out. 81 for Darby and a 17 for TK Cooper. Mick Foley then has a graphic, but it's just basically him announcing what we're going to have at the event. Mick Foley confirms that he's feeling in a mood for giving more opportunity, so we're going to have a fatal 4-way matchup at the New Year Spectacular. 4 men, and the winner will either get a championship match against the TNT champion or the AEW Live champion at the following Dynamite or Lightning after the pay-per-view. So 4 men going at it. We won't reveal the combatants until we get to the show, but you'll see why this match has been added and it'll make sense near the time. 74. Then had a good matchup with a decent reaction from the crowd as the Young Bucks defeated War Machine in 14:17 when Nick Jackson pinned Hansen with a Meltzer driver after a distraction from Tyler Bate. So obviously with the 3-on-1 beatdown on Tyler Bate last week, and he causes a distraction, allowing the Young Bucks to defeat War Machine. This matchup was really good, in 82 and 87 from Nick and Matt, and we did make this our steal the show match, so that probably was an indicator of why. I think possibly could have been higher rating. I know steal the show obviously boosts it, but obviously cap being under 15 minutes. Then I have a brawl at the back as we end up seeing Brandon Cutler come down to congratulate his friends, and then Eddie Kingston, Luster and Peter Avalon come down. It's a 6-man brawl, and it's just really trying to get some more exposure to Brandon, Kingston, Luster and Peter Avalon in this 49 rated segment. I know it's not ideal, it's not great booking of the Bucks, but like others, try to put some of their overness and exposure onto lesser talents. We then also have Tyler Bate come out while Tommy End is with his friends of End of War, the War Machine, and he basically says, "Got some good news for you guys, or bad news, however you wish to take it. Mick Foley has granted me a match this Saturday. It's going to be War Machine, it's going to be Tommy End, it's going to be the Trios Championships on the line, and just a spoiler, but I'll be bringing some friends to come and help me." So that's a 58. I wonder who possibly Tyler Bate could be speaking about, but stay tuned for the pay-per-view to find out for sure. With the matchup that had a decent reaction from the crowd in Subpar Wrestling as Tony Storm defeated Ashley Lane in 10:16 with a strong 0. A 64, both ladies quite similar in terms of in-ring performance, but just giving Tony some more momentum as she heads to her title defence against Mercedes Varnado. We then see Cody on the phone, It just really says, so here you might be in the area come Saturday. Well, why don't you? But then he kind of shushes the cameraman away, and we don't find out any more of the conversation. So who could Cody have potentially be talking to on the phone? 73. And our main event for the evening was a 6-man tag. A good match-up as the Uprising, MJF, Wardlow and Ricky Starks pick up the victory over Pac and the EU, Miro and Claudio, when MJF got the pinfall over Pac, over the champion, by using underhanded tactics. 60 here, despite the 20-minute match-up. Claudio was off his game. 65 for him, 58 for Starks, 61 for Wardlow, 96 apiece there for Pac and MJF. They stood out looking good in this matchup. And let's see what the negatives were. Just Claudio inexperience, a lot of inexperience and inconsistency, sorry, and physical ability for Claudio. We finished the show. MJF gets the title belt, floors Pac with it, and he stands tall. Is this a sign of things to come this Saturday night? 82 there. We finished the show in 84, which will increase pop in a few places. I hope it does make sense. There's a lot of stuff where there's hints and there's ideas of what's going to happen, but obviously that's going to be at the pay-per-view. So just to confirm from the Dynamite side, MJF, Cody and Pac will go for the AEW World Championship. We'll see Hangman Page take on Samoa Joe. Eddie Kingston, Luster and Peter Avalon will take on the Young Bucks and Brandon Cutler. The TNT Championship on the line as Fergal Devitt challenges Darby Allin. A fatal 4-way for a chance to either face the TNT Champion or the Live Champion on next week's shows. And of course we'll have Toni Storm versus Mercedes Varnado for the Women's Championship. And Tommy End, War Machine, End of War against Tyler Bate. And two to be named partners. Which again, I wonder who those could be. Nothing there that directly affects us, just a confirming of Killer Kelly re-signing. Matt Sydal's going to go to rehab, it won't let me, so I just need to fine him. That's fine because he's not in a written contract. As you can imagine, I may as well just confirm it. La Sombra and Varade has signed a contract. He will go under the name of La Sombra Almas. I struggled for creatively thinking of a name. But 2.51 for TV. So we've got that big news to give you as well, but yeah, we're looking forward to this pay-per-view now. We'll quickly go through the show of Lightning in our next episode, and then hopefully we can have one hell of a pay-per-view. So thanks very much for watching. Let me know your predictions in the comment section below, I believe. Yep, that is correct. And until next time, good day and good night, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.